Alright. I'm gonna turn this air conditioner off here in just a minute. Let's see if we're live streaming. I'm starting this live stream almost completely unorganized. We'll figure it out as we go along. Yep, we are live. I need to get my headset so I can be a lot more good quality. And I brought it outside. All right, y'all, let me go and turn off my air conditioner so it's a little more quiet in here. It's going to get quieter, but it's going to get hotter, too. I'm doing a live stream, so y'all keep your voices down. It ain't funny. Well, good evening, y'all. Mr. Budman, Mr. B Blob, Mr. 3 Made Amps up in here pretty early. Mr. Popcorn, Randall. I'm going to try to say your last name, brother. Mr. Randall Madaszewski. Waving 2 long 4 fingers and a fat thumb at you, homie. Buddy. You ain't won the 16 yet, brother. Let me tell you how you can win 16 of these bad boys. You can send me a couple of increments. About a little bit over 400 increments. You'll win you some then. Waving a hand, Mackenzie Sibley. I have not even worked out what I'm going to be giving away, y'all, yet. I didn't think about everything I had going on today. I went to the gym this morning, and I had a dipole fall on me. And I'm doing a special event for the next 7 days. I'm not going to get into the details of that, but basically it's something I do every year. And my dipole had fell on me, and I had to fix it, and it still ain't up. So we are over here transmitting with one side of the dipole laying on the ground, and one side's up. So yeah, we're putting out a weird signal, but it is working. So I was planning on getting that back up, but I forgot that we were celebrating our July 4th tonight. So I had some good buddy of mine over, one of my best friends, Mr. Astra Damasta, dude I grew up with out here. Him and his wife came over. And we shot some fireworks, and I didn't have time to get all this organized. Now, I did get my script finished just then. Waving a hand, Mr. Robbie the Danger. Every time that joker said he's already won. I want you to win too, Robbie. I really do, brother. Waving a hand, Chuck. Mr. Joe. I went ahead and updated the script. Let's take a look at that real quick. Let me get this window capture. I know y'all probably ain't into all this nerdy stuff. Well, it ain't letting me go find it. It ain't on the list. I'll just do it like this. Yeah, there's people shooting off fireworks over here. I'm probably gonna hear that in the background. This neighbor's about three houses down. But basically, I've updated the code that's grabbing all the usernames from the video using some regex right here. I think they're having the finale over there. It's just pop, 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 pop. Sound like we're back in Vietnam, don't it? Goodness. And basically, this is a regular expression. Regex is something that you use to phrase strings to to edit strings, find things in words. And basically, this is looking for every possible way that somebody could add in that. The @ sign, add me. So it's an @ sign with a space, add space me, or @ sign, no space, add me. It just every possible variation that you could think of. Every possible capitalization that you can think of. So we're talking about like probably 30, 40 different possible ways you could write that. @ sign, add me. And it's going to grab it. But if any of y'all sent an @ sign, add, didn't put the me, I'm sorry. It's not, I was very clear in the instructions. All you had to do is just say @ sign, add me. I don't care if you say add me to list. None of that matters. You can say whatever you want. As long as that little simple part's there, you're going to get added. And I've already checked it out, and I think it's grabbed 95 people. I cleared it just so I can show y'all doing it on the screen, okay? So, all right, we're going to press play. And there we go. And I did add something else too, y'all. If you see this right here, if username equals gatekeeper amps, don't add it. So I'm not adding myself no more, y'all. I ain't trying to win nothing from my own self anymore. And I accidentally added my own name there. So there we go. We've got our list, y'all, of everybody. And I haven't actually had time to go back and make sure that it truly is adding everybody. It says I've got over 200 something comments, like 230 comments, but I noticed that somebody spammed me. And I think it's adding those spam comments even though they're not visible. Because I know if I really had 230 something comments from people, that there'd probably be more than this. But this is what it grabbed. I don't have enough time to go actually look just to make sure that all these people, but I'm pretty sure the code's working. But I'm going to go double check after I do the giveaway or tomorrow morning. Well, look at this. This dude won a couple of, the last time or the time before, but he didn't hit me up with his information. So I'm carrying his winnings over to this time. I'll talk to him. I know who he is. If I can get his information, I'll still send him his winnings. All right, so here's what we're working with, y'all. We got 95. That's what it says. So there's some duplicates in here. I can see some people that said add me twice. It'll kill all those duplicates with my Python code. That's fine. I don't care. But we've got 95. So I'm going to save that. And I'm going to go ahead and take that and move it over. And then after I do that, I'm going to take a pause for the calls, y'all. And I need to create the giveaway. I ain't even made my giveaway list yet. What I think I want to do tonight, though, is I want to make this a big giveaway. So I think I'm going to give away 2 transistors to 2 separate people. One of these days, I'm going to give away 4. One of these days, I might get to 6, might get to 8, may even get to 16, man. I don't know if I'll ever be that big, but I may. Those 3 might be able to win 16 at that point. That'd be giving away a lot of money, wouldn't it? About 400 something bucks. Goodness gracious. All right, let me focus. Testing right here. All right, we'll paste it right there. And this is our old name list right here. Let's see how many we were up to. 111. Wow. That's being erased, y'all. We're going to do this every time. Start fresh list every time, okay? I'm just going to take all this and paste it right here in the names. That's all the names that we grabbed. You see it, 95. Save. All right. I'm going to take a pause for the calls right now. Let y'all chat amongst each other. Maybe some new people will come up in here while I figure out what we're going to give away. First off, I'm going to open up my winners And I've got a records thing here that's separate, because this right here is read by my program code. This is where I can write extra information for myself. Because we got a couple of people that did not send me their information. I don't think we'll have that issue now. I think the big problem with that was I was carrying people over to the next week, and then people didn't even have any idea I was doing a giveaway, so they didn't even know. And then when I send them a message on YouTube, they just don't get it. They don't get the notification, or they overlook it, and they just have no idea I'm trying to get in contact with them, say, hey man, you won something. It's kind of sad, it really is. But we shouldn't have that problem no more. Y'all go ahead and tell me in the chat right now, which transistors do y'all like the most that I sell? 2879, 2879Cs, 454s, 2290s, 1446s. You are on the losers list, bud, man. You know what that means? That means you can win now. If you're on the losers list, that means you can win, so that's a good place to be. So what transistors are y'all favorite transistors? Which transistors would you rather win tonight? We got a 454. So far, we only have one person. All right, we got 2879Cs. We got two 454s. I'm counting. What's your favorite transistor out of all of them? Early? Number 3? What's your favorite transistor out of all of them? Goodness. I want me to give away the most expensive transistor, don't you? Erase that right now, 3-Mate. 3-Mate, erase that. You ain't supposed to be talking about that, bud. Erase it. You signed a disclosure agreement, did you not? I'm just kidding with you. Roger that, Jigga. He likes the 454s. Well, he did give an actual thing, so. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, I wasn't planning on giving away no C's. But maybe I can do something special tonight. Like I say, I can get 240 of them C's in, and I can't even keep them. Like I explained in my videos, I sell more standards than anything, of course. But when I do get C's, they're gone like in a flash. It's insane. But I don't sell more C's than standards. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. It's just they get gone quicker. But if I could get more C's in, would I sell more C's than standards? Maybe. I'm working on that. Because I just had 240 come in, and I'm down to like 20, 25 left. I mean, there's more coming, of course, but it's wild, and I don't know what's going to happen. So that's one big reason why I've been dragging my heels on the website. You brought up something pretty cool there, Robbie. The 421. Are there HG 421s? Why, yes, there are. I have a set of 4, 5, 6 of them right over here right now. Mr. Danny, I sent Danny 1, 2, 3 set of them months back to let him play around with them. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't really know if I'll ever be selling them. They work a little less than the 2879, if not about equal. So like when you look at that, you're like, well, what's the use of selling them then? You know what I mean? Like they're like almost equal, and they're the same price too. So like I've had nobody ask me for 421s. If people started asking me for them, I'd buy a couple of them. I just really don't see the reason. But maybe later on when I get some free time, I'll play around with building a few things with them. But when you get down to a Motorola, like a true Motorola 421, I absolutely love those transistors. There's just not enough of them out there floating around. Let's call them pills. That transistors part sounds funny nowadays. Ah, you trying to get me in trouble, Three Maid. Let's call them pills. That trans part. It's kind of funny. My girlfriend still, after being with me for a year and a half now, still has not learned how to say the word transistor. She keeps calling it, well, you know what she keeps calling it, Three. She keeps saying that instead. And I'm like trying to, it's a transistor. I said, just say pill, sweetie. Just say pill. And that's 455s. Yeah, HG did make some 455s back in the, they made them for a little while and they quit just making them. Just like they've quit making the 477s. So I bought some radio finals this go around because I've been having some people ask me about them, and I was trying to get some 477s. He said they halt all that, man. All right, I got enough data. And look at this. More people want C's. What comes in second place is standards. Y'all can watch me think for a minute. I'll be back. Dang, man. Can I give away C's? This is going to be digging deep. Hmm. Let's see. How much out of pocket is that for me for this 2C's? Screw it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. It's July 4th. First giveaway is 2C's. Oh, boy. Hope I don't wake up tomorrow being mad at myself for this. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Transistor sales have increased a good bit the last week, so this is my way of saying thank y'all. Second place is 2879 standards. Like I said, I've got to carry a few that people did not. Let me go ahead and get down here and write bonus because I've got a guy that did not give me his information for a bonus, which was those noise toys. Now remember, if you win a bonus, you don't get added to the list for. You can win a bonus and win again. You see what I'm saying? I know I didn't spell eagle right. Anyway, that's how you spell it. All right. And also, we had one guy win last giveaway and said that he wants to pass it on for the next giveaway. Who is that, man? I wrote it down because I want to give him props. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. He was the one that picked. Did a giveaway last time where I'll let y'all pick. Once you win, you got to pick what you wanted. I'm gonna do that again this time too. And he picked. I don't know what he picked. Dang, man. I don't know what he picked. You know what? I'll just pass that on the same. Mr. Terry 49ER. Big shout out and props to you, brother, for just being a nice guy, man. You won, but instead of saying send it to me, he said I want to give it to somebody else. That's a blessed dude right there, man. That's a heart. I want to say thank you for that. And since you do that, you're gonna bless somebody else, man. That's what this thing's all about. It's a karma wheel that's always turning, no matter how much you like it or don't like it. The karma wheel turns, and your input in the life is gonna bring something back to you. Sometimes threefold, sometimes more. So that's what we're gonna do. Shout out to you, buddy. I'm just gonna write that down here. All right, third giveaway. 1X 2879. I told you, this is gonna be the biggest one I've done yet. Fourth giveaway. 100 2879C. Oh wait, hold on. That ain't right. 1 454. That looks better, don't it? Better yet, I've got some extra 1446s I don't need. Fifth giveaway tonight is going to be for a single 454. Sixth giveaway is going to be for a single 2290. Seventh is where we're going to pull this up. All right. Now, that is the biggest I've done so far. We were able to pull some over where guys did not send me their information to receive what they won. And I think I got them all. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. And we're going to close this out. So this is what we're working with tonight, fellas. And if there's any ladies, we got 8 things we're giving away here, y'all. 8. So I'm going to go through this pretty quick. Just try to close my mouth and not talk as much. Wow. Good luck, y'all. Last thing I'm going to say before we begin. If you do win something, let's say, for example, you win a single 2879 is just an example. But let's say you would rather have two 2879s matched. Well, all you got to do is just hit me up and say, hey, man, I won the single 2879. Here's my address, but I'd like to add another one to it. All right, and here's something else you could do. Let's say you won this 454, but you don't give a crap about no 454, right? But you want to upgrade to a 2879. All I do is take the value of a 454 and a 2879 and subtract the two, and you send me that much. So I'm completely cool with that, man. Mr. 2 Watt done that with me. Completely cool that. So just want to let y'all know that. And you may want to definitely do that with this if you win this, but you at least have your own pick with this. So let's get started. I'm gonna turn this off, turn this on a command prompt. And there ain't even no command prompt open yet. CMD. There we go. CD backslash. And I still ain't had time to update this, y'all, to make it a little faster for us. I'll try to have that done by next time so it doesn't do all the checks for the duplicates and everything after you run it for the first time. All right, so we got the names loaded. We got 95 names. And mine is not one of them. Just to double check, make sure that code worked right with that. Perfect. Well, that's searching up, search down. Perfect. All right, good deal. That worked. There's the bonus history. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I gave away 3 that day. One guy did not hit me up with his information. All right. So, we're good to go. Yep, we are. Let's rock and roll with it, fellas. Let's see who's going to win a pair. Did I put 2879Cs there? Oh, boy. I'm just kidding with y'all. Let's see who's going to win a pair of 2879Cs. The competition 2879s, y'all. Let's rock and roll. Let's see who's going to win some transistors. Hold on a second. This ain't working right. It didn't do the checks or nothing. Hold on a second. Am I missing something here? Now bear with me. I don't know what the heck was going on just then. I ain't had it do that before. Let me try this again. I know most of y'all have seen this. See me do this enough times to notice it's supposed to do a little check because we got some duplicates in there. And I need to make sure ain't nobody on that list that's already won too. I got to be fair to everybody. Oh, there's my problem. I'm glad I noticed that, y'all. I was in the wrong directory. I was in this directory right here, and this was when I started the script and made the bare bones script. And then when I started adding all this other functionality to it, I moved it to this directory testing. Okay, we cool now, y'all. We cool. We cool. We cool. We cool. We cool. All right. My brain just had a little poop poop. Now we're good. Let's rock and roll, y'all. Python main.py. Here we go. We're good now. 95 YouTube usernames before we look for duplicates. Let's see how many duplicates we have. 6. Some of y'all really want to win. Y'all put add me on there twice. Don't act like you didn't. Oh, let's see who did it. I ain't trying to put y'all under the bus or nothing. There ain't nothing wrong with it. You just wanted to make sure you got added. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. So we got a total of 89. Let's make sure nobody's trying to win that's already won. Look, it picked out Buckaroo and Brian Jones. See, I've never got to see if that code works, y'all. I mean, I tested it, but I never got to see it live. Buckaroo's won already, and Brian Jones has won already. And I remember him doing a comment, too, and asking, I don't remember if I can win twice, but just in case, I'm going to try it out. At least I know that code works, so it removed them from the list. Good deal. So that's my way of making sure it's fair to all of y'all that haven't won already. No shame on them guys at all. Buckaroo obviously didn't know that he already won. Obviously. Because I sent him a comment and told him to hit me up with his info. So I'm going to do something. I'm probably just going to send him what he won. I'll talk to him about it. I mean, everything ain't got to be written in complete stone. Let's see who's going to win the C's, y'all. 22879 C's. Big Mall Transistors. Who's it going to be? Mr. Denny Williams. Now, I still haven't got this set up yet to where it removes him for me from the list, so I got to do it myself. So I'm going to be quick about it. Y'all just hang in there with me. Congratulations, Mr. Denny Williams. Let's take him away with regular names. There he is. Right up under popcorn. Click save. All right. We're rolling straight on to the next one. Y'all ain't wasting no time. Down to 86 now. All right. This is for 22879 standards. Matched, y'all. Everything's matched. Make sure I ain't going to send y'all some free winnings and send you two non-matched transistors. I don't roll like that. What you doing? What you doing, Boots? Just chilling? There you go. Waving hand, Mr. Carlock. I'm going to be giving you a big old shout out in the video here soon, buddy. Mr. Carlock has really been a big blessing to me. He sent me some really, really, really cool stuff. I can't wait to show y'all. Two standard 2879s. What, Jeff called who it was? He's figured out my algorithm? Mr. W. Loop. I don't know if I've ever heard that username before, but congratulations to Mr. W. Space Loop. Right up under Bryant Dunn. We're going fast tonight. Down to 85. We are now on this one. Single 2879. I'm out here sweating my butt off, man. I don't know how loud that air conditioner is. I'm gonna listen to it in the video since I had it on in the very beginning. If it ain't too loud, I'm gonna leave that joker on. Single 2879. Let's see who's gonna win it. I agree with you, Three Maiden. Anybody that makes my builds look better is the best. And he's definitely going to make my builds look better when I finally get to do some more. Well, I'm working on builds, but when I get to do some more builds to sell. I still got a couple more left to do, y'all, before I can really start getting to the grind and selling GK builds again to the public. By the end of the summer, I should be there. Let's see who's going to win a single 2879. Bryant Dunn. Wasn't he right above the guy that just won before that? He was, wasn't he? What's the chances of that? That's crazy. Because the way my code works, man, is it randomizes the list each time before I run. So each time I run, it randomizes. So that is wild. What's the chances of that? Congratulations, Mr. Bryant Dunn. 1X 2879, 2897, 2879. Now, if the next winner is Anthony Norton, we'll know we got an issue going on there. Let me search him again. There he is. So yeah, let's watch this, y'all, real close, because if that guy wins next, I'm gonna be very embarrassed that my code is not working right. But it's working right. I already checked it. That's one of the first things I checked. I want to make sure this thing randomizes to where it's completely what they call pseudo random, which means it's random as random gets. The rain hitting the ground or lightning striking your butt. All right, what's the next win? That ain't the winners list. I need to close that. We're on a single 1440, two 1446s, y'all. So somebody's about to win a pair of 1446s. I told you I was going to have a big old giveaway tonight. Ooh. Jeff says the AC wasn't too loud. I'm going to turn on this for a second, y'all. Move, Boots. Goodness. How loud is that, y'all? Beekeeper, you program? Plastic fantastic. I'm going to do me another plastic fantastic one of these times. B. Parker, I released a video 2 or 3 days ago, gave the instructions. So just look out for my videos, brother, whenever I release a video talking about a giveaway, and I'll give the instructions. But how loud is that, y'all? Greg Curtis. Okay, we good, y'all. It was just a crazy thing. But I do agree with you, Beekeeper. Random, it's a big talk amongst programmers for years. Like, what is random? What is random? You know what I mean? There's a lot of crazy ways to do random, and pseudo random is what I always try to aim for, because you got the simple RAND, that you can do, but is that truly random? You know what I mean? I like to just mess it up with all kinds of stuff. Waving Mr. 2 Watts up in there. God dang, he's there. Waving a hand, Mr. 2 Watt. All right, let me get back what I'm doing here. We just had a guy won 1446s, 2 Watt. We're doing a big giveaway tonight, brother. Somebody won some C's tonight, 2 Watt. A pair of them. Mr. Denny Williams won a pair of C's. And this fella, Mr. Greg Curtis, won himself a pair of 1446s. See, there he is. He's up at the top. So it's random, beekeeper. It's random enough. Let's put it that way. It's random enough. All right, he's out of there. The win list is a growing. Here's how many winners we've had so far since I started doing this giveaway. Well, actually, I ain't got a count. We just click right here. 14. So we've had 14 winners since I've been doing this giveaway. What I want to do is at the end of the year, go through here and add up how much it's cost me. Ain't that going to be fun? I'm just kidding with y'all. And after I get done with this too, everybody can leave, but anybody that's interested, I'm going to give just a super quick, since I've got my screen showing right now, super quick demo of the program that I've been working on for builders. Now, not just for builders, but mainly for builders. A piece of software that I've actually been working on for builders. It's making it for me. But after I started making it, I'm like, other people may get a use out of this too. Just see what y'all think about it. If y'all want to stick around and take a look at it. And then once I'm completely done, which I'm super close to being done, I'm going to make an actual demo video. All right, what we're giving away next. A single 454. And I need to go back and look if this air conditioner is too loud for y'all. Turn it off if I need to. Let me see. Not too loud, sounds like rain. Okay. Well, maybe I need to turn it off so it don't put you to sleep, Robbie. Oh, cool, man. So the transistor you won last time, Ruben, it's already put in circuit and operation keying on people. Good deal. I like to hear that. How's the program going to pay for the parts? You thinking I'm going to sell it to people through me? I wasn't planning on doing that. Would be nice. I definitely put a lot of work into it. But I've also had an AI assistant, but we won't get into that. Appreciate it, Joe and Randall. All right, who's going to win? Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody is somebody, y'all. He's Kevin. I hear you on the 300s. It's a big shit, Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody won himself what did he win himself? A 454. He was second on the list. Down to 82. This is for a single 2290, and we only got 2 more giveaways after that. Single 2290. You know what, Robbie? Somebody actually gave me a neat idea, and I'm thinking about it. He said, you can tell the guy has some programming knowledge. He said, create a program to where y'all can send comments on my video that I've released, and if whoever can pick the right password that I've made, it will allow them to win again, or some sort of perk, allow them to win again, or whatever. You can really think about some crazy stuff, or allow them to get their name added to the list twice, just some cool perk. And I was sitting there thinking, how could I do that? And I'm sitting there thinking it wouldn't be hard. Y'all just seen the way I just only picked the comments with an exact string. Well, I could have that thing scanning that video. Beekeeper, you just won something, homie. Mr. Beekeeper. I was hoping somebody's going to win something that's in the chat with me here tonight. I was hoping so. Congratulations, Beekeeper. I think that's the same Beekeeper. Let me scroll up. Yes, it is. Hopefully he's still on. Congratulations, Beekeeper. That is so cool. I was hoping somebody was going to win this on the chat with us. Real cool, man. Real cool. All right. He won a 2290. Good job, Beekeeper. Really cool, man. Oh, man, my mind's getting crazy here. All right. I'm going to close that. Open that. Let's see where Beekeeper was on the list. Oh, he's down here at the bottom. All right. Cool beans. Down to 81. All right, now we're down to the 7th giveaway where you pick what you want. If you want a 1446, 2290, I spelled 90 wrong, or put it on there wrong, or a 454. 1446, 2290, 454. You get to pick what you want. Yeah, B. Parker, I'm your friendly neighborhood pill man. Legally. Just trying to spread joy through pills. It was funny, my buddy's wife was with him today over here, and she's not around CB lingo, but he's not a CB operator either, but since he's my best friend, he's learned all the CB lingo just from me talking to him. And I was going to be teaching him all this stuff and get him working with me, but he got a job elsewhere and doing pretty good. But she kept wondering why we kept talking about pills, And you could tell she had a funny look on her face, and she's kind of not too shy, but a little shy, and she finally asked, y'all mind me asking what pills y'all are referring to? So I went and grabbed a transistor and put it in her hand. I was like, what does that look like to you if you're just looking down at it? It does look like a pill, is what she said. Car lock. Ah, dude, I saw that car lock and I thought that was old. I thought that was the other car lock. Looked at it real quick, thought it was Mr. Car Lock, but Still, whoever Mr. Ken Carlock is, congratulations to you, brother. I was about to start yelling again. Say, Carlock, you won, man. There's another Carlock. Cool beans. I'm sorry, Robbie. I know you crying, buddy. Just stick with me, brother. You're going to win something. The list's going to get thinner. All right. Mr. Ken Carlock won whatever he wants from this list right here. Well, I know y'all don't see what I'm doing because I've got the screen focused just on the thing there. So I thought about that when I was watching last week. I'm doing all this stuff and talking, and I'm like, people probably don't know what I'm talking about. I forgot I've got the screen focused just on that program. All right, we're down to the last giveaway, y'all. And I won't have to add to the winners list no more. We're at a total of 16 winners so far since I've been doing giveaways. And this next giveaway is for a bonus, which is this cool little, it's basically a ping sweep noise toy that a guy donated to me. And I hate that I still ain't got his name written down. I need to get better at stuff like that. But it sounds like the Golden Eagle, I think. I'm pretty sure. It sounds like it's just a cool little noise toy. So that's what this is for. A little bonus. And like I said, if you win a bonus, don't worry, you don't get your name added to the winners list where you can't win again. And by the way, y'all, if anybody's asked me any questions or said anything to me during this whole thing and I haven't responded to you, the next day I'll usually go back and watch the live chat. And so I will eventually see everything you said to me. Hey, Squirrel, if you need them, you know where to get them, brother. Shoot me a text. I sold about 20, 24 C's today. Yeah, and I went ahead and put in another order too because I think I've only got about 20 or so left. They go quick. People are starting to learn how to build with them. That's what it is. In this day of age, man, people are starting to learn how to tune a lot better. I think us builders have let the cat out of the bag too much in our videos, and people can learn how to be a beast at tuning. Debbie Gordon. Congratulations, Miss Debbie Gordon. All right, now I can show the cool thing I want to show. Mr. Debbie Gordon. What the heck? Okay, y'all give me 1 second here. Save. Records. Bonus. Debbie Gordon, and I will not remove him or her off of the main list. All right. All righty. If you have won anything tonight, to make this as easy as possible on me. Please, I beg you, if you have access to a cellular device or know someone that does own one, to text me at this number. Tell me your username, please, on YouTube, and let me know what you want, and give me your address to ship to you. And I try to ship first class just to save me some money on shipping. It'll usually get there in anywhere from 2 to 3 days, 4 days if you're outside the intercontinental U.S. And if you want to add anything to it, let me know. And if you want any transistors, of course, and never dealt with me before, ask for a price list. And it was fun, y'all. It was fun. So now let me go into show and tell mode. Let me see if this thing will let me do it now. Yes, it will, I think. Pie charm. Where's pie charm on the list? This freaking thing is not picking up on it. Let me close all my notepads. I don't know what's up with that. It ain't showing up on the list so I can zoom in for y'all, so I'm just going to do it like this. Alright, so here is the program that I've been working on that I call Kit Builder. Where's my pie file at? Where's it at? There it is, right there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and run it. And here it is. Let's see, is it showing up? Yeah, it is. It's kind of small, but it's showing up. So basically, for a while now, I guess for about a year, well, really this all started back, a guy named 999, Mr. Barracuda. I met him when I first got into CB radio, when I was driving around the old backwood countries of Walton County, Georgia out here, and heard him come on the air loud and proud, and met him in a gas station. He was a local. He wasn't a local. He was down here seeing his daughter, and I met him. He was my age, and I'd never met anybody in CB my age. I was like 20, in my late 20s, you know, and everybody I'd ever met in the CB at that point was older. So it was cool, you know, so we became friends, and he got out of CB and got back. He got out of CB when I was first learning how to build, and he got back in CB about 2.5 years ago or so. And I was like, hey, man, I'm glad you're back. Let me teach you building. You know, he's a personal buddy of mine, and he wanted to start building. So every build he's done, which most of them I sent to him, he has bought the kits from me. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I got about tired of putting them together on text to add up all the parts. I'm like, there's got to be an easier way to do this. And of course, you can, you know, make you an Excel file. That's the proper, probably way to do it. But I was like, you know what? I think I want to try to make me a piece of software customized just for me for creating kits. And I got to thinking about it. I was like, this can be something bigger than kits. I can make a script to go on Fatboy ICA to grab every single price and item that they have and add them to my bank of parts. So let me demonstrate real quick. So this is how to be set up. Over here to the right is the bank of parts. All this means is this is your database of every part that you own in your whole shop or whatever, okay? A database of every part you own. Now what you see right here, this is just stuff I've got added for testing the program, and I just got it numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just for debugging, testing purposes. So for example, let's say if I click on 5 and delete it, I want to make sure it's working right, and it deleted 5. That's the only reason I've got them named like that. But here's how you would build your bank of parts. So let's say I'm adding my transistors. HG2879. Let's say for some reason you're making a database of file of parts and how much you're charging retail. So let's say $32.99 is how much it costs for $28.79 retail. Not how much I sell them for, but retail. So it's going to look like this. At $, then you're going to press enter and it's going to add it. You see what I'm saying? And so you just keep on adding all your stuff. And I've got it set to where it's impossible for you to add it wrong. So let's say, I'm going to go ahead and add it like this right here. Just add something. But let's say you accidentally put a space right there. It's not going to add it. So I've got it to where it's impossible for you to add this wrong. It needs to be in this format. Okay, and it adds. All right, so let's say you've been doing this, been working on it for a day or two, and you've got, 400 items in this bank of parts file. You've got all your parts all the way down to the goddamn 1/4-inch screw for 6 cents a piece. You got them all right here in your bank of parts. Dude hits you up, hey man, I want a 2-pill, man. How much for a 2-pill? Let me go build a kit. So you'll come over here, 2-pill, let me do this right here. Now this took a lot of code right here. I want y'all to understand, all these buttons you see, all this, everything you see here had to be put in here with code. And I'll show it to you here in a minute. So I was like, I made it to where if you click on something and you click this, you'll add it over there. But I also wanted to do it where you could drag it. Booyah. Enter the quantity for how many 2879s. Let's say we're going to do 2, enter. And if you look over here, it's added 2x HG2879s. So this part of the string right here is the identical as over here. HG2879s at $32.99. That's the same. The only difference is your quantity, 2x, and then the total, T equals. That's how much that equals for your quantity. So that times your quantity, $65.98. And as you're adding them, it's going to be updating up here the total price. And another cool thing, I'm going to have this set up, by the way, where you can take this and drag it down and drag this list box down. I hadn't added that in the code yet. But you can do multiple items at once. So check it out. You can drag it or you can click this. And it's going to ask you one at a time. So let's say we do 2. Enter the quantity for this, 4. Enter the quantity for this, 5. This is an example, you see what I'm saying? You can see it's updating the money amount right here, etc., etc. So I've got it designed this way to where, let's say I finally got done building my bank of parts, my kit. I'm done building my 2-pill kit. I'm going to know exactly how much it costs either me in parts or retail. And that's the cool thing about it too. You can have you different bank of parts set up. So let's say you can have you a bank of part file set up just for LD MOS builds, just for BJT builds, just for bass amps. Since you got so many parts, you can break them up into smaller, and all you got to do is click right here, load bank of part file, and then you can go find it and load it up. So you can have different bank of parts file, and then when you close it and reopen it, it'll just open up the last one that you had open. The next thing you can do, let's say I'm done building my kit file. You may ask, how do you save it? You don't have to save it. It saves it for you. That's another thing I meant to tell you. When you first open up this program, this is going to be disabled. Most of these buttons are going to be disabled until you click on Start New Kit. When you click on Start New Kit, it's going to ask you, enter the name of your kit. Let's say this is going to be a 4-pill bass amp, biased. You get detailed as you can, for what the kit. Then I'm going to click OK. All right, and then you see it started me a new kit. The kit's name is a 4-pill bass amp bias, and this right here is the actual name of the file. It's already saved the file. Every single thing now that you add, over here, it is saved to this file instantly. Every single thing that you do, even if you click on it and you delete it, I haven't added all the delete codes yet over here, but I have over here. Like I say, I'm close to being done. Every single tiny little thing you change saves the file. So you don't have to worry about saving it. Something crashes, you're good. It's saved. So let's say I'm done with my kit file and I want to go ahead and print it out so that I can kind of check off as I'm putting the kit together. Load the notepad. And it's going to load your whole kit right here. I haven't loaded this yet because I don't have the save file in here yet. I haven't put the save file anywhere in here yet while I'm debugging. But once you hit the load notepad, it's going to pop it up in here and you can go file, print. And I could add print capabilities inside my program, and I may later, but I wanted to add as little buttons as possible to make it simple to use. Now let's say you want to export this to a CSV file. What this means is you can click this and it will export it into a Microsoft Excel, Google Sheets, anything like that. You could export it like that and then open your file up in Google Sheets and see it that way. So, it's just something kind of cool that was going to save me some time when I'm putting together kits for my buddy Barracuda, or if I decide to sell kits to other people. But like I said, you don't have to use this with just kits. You can use this for, just open your mind and think what you could use this for, I could use this for, like I said, I could go create me a quick script to add every single ICA part that they sell. Because you can buy the little actual paper catalog, everything they sell, and let's say I'll add it into here. All right. Now, the only thing I have not added, which I'm going to be adding, is a save for this. Let's say I want to start a new bank of parts. I'm done with this file. I want to start a new bank of parts. I've got to figure that. I think I'm going to do away with this export kit as plain text. This isn't even needed. I don't know why I even thought about that, because it saves as plain text as you're building it. I'm going to erase this and probably do export this, so you can start a new bank of parts and name it what you want to name it. As you can see, like this, I named it LD Moss Parts Only. So, yeah. So then let's say you go ahead and you create a file that's called ICA parts, and you've got every single part ICA has and the price. That could help you for something, maybe instead of having to go around searching around on the web page or something, that may be useful to you. Just all kinds of different ways. But anyway, I won't bore y'all anymore. It's just a little demo. And just so you want to know how much it takes to build something like this, let me show you. Goodness, I should have broke up a lot of this code. This is what it takes. This right here, create new kit. I can actually leave this playing while I show you. This button right here, create new kit, that's when this code right here runs. So this says kit name, sg.popup, get text, enter the name of the new kit. Watch. Enter the name of the new kit. There's the code right there that pops that up. And when I enter then the name, like that, I'm just picking on you early. He may not even still be on. He knows I'm playing around with him. 2-pill, like that. And I click OK. This is the rest right here that happens. It saves it to the actual hard drive and makes that label update with the kit name. Load existing kit, that's where that runs. Load bank of parts, that's what that runs. These, I don't even need that no more. I need to erase that, I need to erase that, I need to erase that. This right here is what's going to save the kit after you make any change. It don't matter what it is, you remove something, any change at all, that code runs. That right there is for every time you load. As you notice, I can stop this and load it. And look, it's loading this up. See, it's loading this up from your hard drive. How is that happening? Through this right here. Bank of parts. And it's loading it up through that. And there's the saved CVS. There's the open notepad code right there. These are just update label codes. Every time you make a, like remember right here, where it's keeping up with the total price right here. This is label 1 right here, by the way. Current kit, zero, and it keeps adding to the price. This is it right here that's doing that. Every time you add something, it goes through each item and adds up the prices right here. T equals $, and whatever's after that is the actual price, and it adds it up. Update label. I'm just going to go through here. I know this is probably boring if anybody's still watching. That's my algorithm right there to make sure you don't enter anything wrong. If I have multiple items highlighted, all that's highlighted but number 4, and I'm going to click delete. I'm going to click the delete button. Or if you just do one file, click the delete button. That's what that's doing right there. Well, that's if you're deleting just one. And this right here is if you're deleting more than one. And then this right here, actually, I take that back. These 2 codes is part of this big code. This is what's running when I highlight more than one. And it asks you, are you sure you wish to delete item? Add selected item to the kit. This is a pretty big code. This is the one where I highlight and drag over or click add to kit. That's a pretty big code. That took me 2 days just to do that part. But that's about it, y'all. There's more code, you know. Yeah, actually, that's the part I forgot to show y'all. I'm going to show it real quick. All right, let's say later on, this item's price has changed from $45.99 to $50.99. Here's how you can edit it. Double click. Look at that. Puts it right there for you. Just change it to 50. And like I said, since you're editing, I needed to run through that algorithm to make sure you're entering it right. Click OK, and look, there it is, updated. I forgot all about that code, and that's just right here, edit selected items. Separate code. And that's a pretty big code. Look at it. From here all the way down to here. This right here is going to be the edit kit item for those things. So that's another thing. Every code that I do over here in this list box, I got to also do over here. So it was a lot more involved than I thought. All right, I'll show you this and I'm done. This is the actual code that's creating the buttons. Right here. This is creating it blue, dark blue, 13 for me. This is what creates the buttons. Right here. Size of the buttons, everything. Almost looks like HTML in a way, don't it? But it's Python. And then this right here is the while loop. And that's the end of the code. That's the while loop that's looking for everything that you do. Once the program's running, clicking on button, everything that you do, this while loop's got to catch it. All right, y'all. I'm tired. I'm done. Let's see who's still here. If anybody's still here, I'm going to give you big props because I know everything I just showed just then is pretty boring for a lot of people. But I'm done, y'all, and thank you so much for hanging in here with me, and congratulations to everybody that won and everybody that didn't. Thanks for being out here with me and being good sports about everything. I appreciate it, Jeff. Will do. And God bless all of y'all, and have a safe rest of the weekend. And as I always say, Mr. Gatekeeper out here around the Northeast end of Georgia. And like a lot of my fellows in my generation says, deuces, my friends.